It seems like everything is political these days. Your social media feeds, your chats with your friends at the golf course, or every single commercial you see while trying to watch your favorite show, like ours. But how much influence should these political discussions have on our financial decisions? So joining us to discuss this are Gary Mattson and Taylor Steward, part of the family at Mattson Financial Services, our expert and sponsor, and a firm that's been helping people retire successfully in West Michigan for decades. You can also catch them on their popular radio show, Money Mentors. So Gary, Taylor, you must get asked about this all the time. Do politics and money mix?
I get asked about almost every meeting that I'm, whether it's a new client or a current client. And the fact of the matter is they don't really. Historically, if you look at the markets over time, it doesn't really matter whether it's a Democrat or Republican in office, it continues to go up, right? So if you only invest in years that, let's say you're a Republican, you invest only in years that a Republican is in office, you might be drastically behind the 8 ball when it comes to retirement, leaving a lot of money on the table. Now, there's something to be said about, a balance of power in Washington, right? That's what the markets do like to see, that gridlock. Because we don't have any wild legislation coming from either side. We know it's kind of status quo. The markets and business do like that.
Interesting. Okay, so taxes. I mean, you said it. It happens to be. It's a huge part of politics and has a huge effect on our planning, doesn't it?
Yeah, really about taxes, it's really neat because we can utilize whatever the current law is for our clients. In other words, there's really 3 tax buckets we want to look at. Taxable, because we're using it, tax deferred, because we're not going to use it today, maybe tomorrow, and then tax free. So we start all those buckets right when the client first walks in. They may be a while out before retirement, but we want to start those other 2 buckets immediately to get them there. Because once again, if we don't want to have higher taxes, we don't want reportable income, that's where non-qualified money, or what we call money that's deferred, or Roth money that we can take out and not have taxed is so important. So keeping taxes low is something we can do throughout retirement.
Yeah.
And it's really important because when you have your plan set up that way, you can control, again, how much you're paying in taxes. So if a new administration comes in and the tax laws change, you can still pick and choose where to be pulling that income from the best, for your plan, of course.
Yeah, and never ever was there a client that said, I want to pay a lot in taxes, right?
I've not ran into one.
So how do we combat this?
It comes with, go ahead, Gary.
Well, it's just really about planning.
You're just kind of laughing over the statement too, right?
Well, it's because where you're at is what you need. So first off, it's really about what you want to have for your income, the things you want to do. And so if you're kind of tucking into that one tax bracket, you're not going over it, great. But if you're starting to go over it, then we want to make plans that maybe we convert some dollars now, or we have some other dollars that we're going to seek to utilize in that time frame. So again, we can keep dollars low. When interest rates were low for houses, we have people actually taking out home equity lines of credit and using those dollars so we can convert dollars from their taxable income to Roth IRAs. We think that the interest rates will come down and we may look at that again in the future, but everything's on the table to have that solution.
Are there any other ways that elections can affect those in or near retirement?
Taxes obviously being a big one. And I think a lot of it's just the emotional side, right? I'm nervous about running out of money in retirement. I'm nervous about the candidates that are running for office. So people tend to, either freeze up or clam, and that can become a detriment to their overall plan as well. You've got to have that written income plan in place. You've got to have a plan for your portfolio when times of volatility come so we can take advantage of that opportunity, not be scared of it. So I would say, again, just the uncertainty and an emotional side and people freezing and not just doing anything for their plan.
Is there a way to get around that uncertainty? It seems like that is a pretty logical response to the unknown. But how do you work around that with your clients?
It really comes with that income planning and the way we do our plans. Hey, we need this much amount of money each month for our critical income need, for our lifestyle. Then we build out that written income plan. This is how much we'll be paying in taxes. This is how much, we'll be paying in health insurance and Medicare. And so they can see that in written form. So when we see those times of volatility, they've got that ease saying, hey, I've already got this plan in place. We've already planned for this years ago, and now we're just acting on it.
And it's really nice that, again, that as people are going through retirement, there's a couple changes in the law that have happened. There's some that come along, is that required minimum distributions went up majorly in age, in the 70s now, mid to 70s. And then also we're hearing that Medicare may go down to start as early as 62, which would be a nice thing for a lot of people that want to retire early. So there's some changes you get with administrations that are actually somewhat good as well.
Yeah, well, a lot of great information there. How can people get in touch with you so they can feel a little less uncertain about their retirement or perhaps retiring in the years to come?
Yeah, so if you're already retired or, getting close to that retirement, give our office a call. We're going to sit down with you, myself, Gary, one of the other fiduciary advisors, and create this custom tailored plan that's unique to your unique dreams, goals, and desires to get you all the way through retirement.
Sounds good. Okay, so for you at home, take advantage of that special offer from Mattson Financial. If you're in or near retirement, Gary, Taylor, and the rest of the team will sit down with you personally to customize an enhanced retirement plan just for you. This is a comprehensive plan that includes a look at your investments, your income sources, taxes, and so much more to help you get to and through the retirement you deserve. So reserve one of those spots now. Call 800-536-8907. That's 800-536-8907. Gary, Taylor, it's been great talking with you.
Yeah, great
Lots
to be here.
Good
Thanks.
advice.
Thank you, Rachel.
And this segment is sponsored by Mattson Financial Services. We'll be right back.